actually, that al-Fadl gave birth to Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhuma. So Abdullah, Habrul Ummah, the scholar of this ummah, was born in the boycott. Okay, during the boycott, during the most difficult days of the Prophet ﷺ's life. Some of the scholars say that that is one of the reasons why the Prophet ﷺ loved him so much. When you're in difficult circumstances and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends you a blessing like that, then you enjoy that blessing, you appreciate that blessing that much more. And so the Prophet ﷺ, of course, was extremely sad, and distressed by the situation of the boycott. But when he would see Abdullah ibn Abbas, he would, be overjoyed. He'd play with him. He loved him so much because he came at a certain time as well. And subhanAllah, when he was born, Lubaba asked for Abdullah to be brought to the Prophet ﷺ to do the tahniq, which is to take the date and to rub it on the roof of your mouth and then the roof of the child's mouth. And they didn't have any dates. SubhanAllah. So this was a tahniq, but there was no tamr. There was no dates in the time of the boycott. So the Prophet ﷺ, he took saliva from his mouth and he put it in the mouth of Abdullah without anything but his own saliva mixing with the saliva of Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhuma. And Mujahid rahimahullah said, Abdullah is the only child with that distinction. SubhanAllah, who would grow up to become such an eloquent scholar, person who the Prophet ﷺ would hold and say, Allahumma faqihhu fi din wa allimhu ta'wil. Ask Allah to grant him knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the religion and proper interpretation. All of these things that the Prophet ﷺ would make dua for Abdullah. And that's how the relationship starts between the Prophet ﷺ and Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, who would always be a light for this ummah. Okay, so subhanAllah, that's where he was